when you run DHS like it's an abolish ICE fan club, you shouldn't be surprised when you have an immigration crisis on your hands.
The people determining our border policy, in your opinion, are they just incompetent, or do they believe in open borders?
I implore you, you got to fix this. Fix it or step down.
How many children have been in the Biden cages in calendar year 2021?
Does the Biden administration have any plans to issue million-dollar payments to the families of those who were killed or assaulted by illegal aliens?
Senator, in 2020, there were individuals who crossed illegally into the United States.
These are all on your watch.
Is it your position that the prior administration bears responsibility for that?
I'm asking the questions, and these are all on your watch.
Well, you saw her there. Marsha Blackburn, Republican senator from Tennessee, now in focus. You know, I watched you press in with those questions, like other senators in the room, too. You were focused in on a single point, and I understand it when you have said it before, that it would seem that the illegal immigrants are being treated better than Americans. Why do you say that?
I say that because what we are seeing, Harris, is this president, this administration is paying people who have illegally crossed the border. And whether they were separated from a child a short time or a longer time, and many of these cases were to confirm next of kin and to confirm they are the parent. But they're being paid $450,000 per individual. A family of four, that's $2 million. This is being done at a time when American citizens are struggling against the pressures of high inflation. They are struggling with unemployment and getting back to work and finding jobs in their community and having the skills to fill those jobs. So this shows you that this administration is determined to open that border, to let people come in, and what we have is a crisis and entry across that border that is unprecedented. The highest numbers of an October ever is what we saw.
Yeah, and you know, I want to get into this with you. What happens after 2022 in the midterm elections if Republicans can flip the House and take control even of the Senate? I mean, the numbers are so squeaky close. We never thought that Joe Biden had a mandate. Maybe he did, but the rest of the country knew he didn't by the way that they positioned and voted. So what's the first thing that you want to do, Senator Blackburn, to deal with what's going on at the border? Because you'll deal with it even though Biden isn't.
That's right. And because the border is wide open, every town's a border town and every state is a border state. And Harris, this is why moms are so upset about this border. The first thing you do is listen to the Border Patrol and give them what they need. That's what President Trump did. The Border Patrol has said for decades, we need a wall. We need better technology and surveillance. We need more agents and more judges to get this thing, to get this solved. And that's what President Trump gave them. But the Biden administration has stopped building the wall. They are, what I hear from Border Patrol agents, they're removing some of the surveillance and technology that helps them. And they are not funding more agents or more judges to help tend to these issues. And when you have 1.7 million apprehensions pushing toward 2 million, when you have hundreds of thousands of gotaways, and that this is just out of control.
So, Senator, real quickly before I let you go, I want to get to the gotaways. Based on Bill Malusian's reporting just a few minutes ago, the cartels are so well networked in this country that they can move the drugs that they bring in, those who get away from our authorities, can move it 48 to 72 hours into all the rest of the United States. I mean, you got to have a tight network. They've got a supply chain, actually, that's working better than ours for our goods. And I'm not joking with that. That is frightening.
No, you're not. It is very frightening. And what I have heard from law enforcement and Border Patrol is that the cartels are now setting up basically distribution hubs on U.S. soil. And so you've got gangs and labor crews and sex trafficking, human trafficking, and drugs that are all very tightly networked. Now, when you talk with Border Patrol, they will tell you that the gotaways can be as few as a few 100,000 or as many as 1 million, 1.5 million, because they don't know what they are not getting. And think about that. We have a DHS that continues to say, oh, we've got 11 million illegal immigrants in the country. That's the same number they were using in 2005, in 2008, and 2012. You know.
Wow. Senator Blackburn from Tennessee, thank you for being in focus. We will follow the news as it takes us, and I know you'll be at the center of it on this issue.
Absolutely. Thank you.